Hey everybody, Mr. Myron here again with another Mr. Myron mini math lesson. All right, so today we're going to be working on finding common factors. Today should be very easy, very quick, and very simple, as long as you thought that finding or creating the factor rainbows is pretty easy. So all we're going to do today with finding common factors is we're going to use those factor rainbows and find ones that have in common. All right, things that when we talk about common factors, we're looking for things that are in common. They have the same, right? If you're like, oh, we have that in common, you share that. You have the same, you share the same things with that. So same thing with the common factors. We're looking for the same numbers that are factors. And again, we're going to be using factor rainbows. Again, the factor rainbows show us all the factors of a number to make sure that we find all of the common factors. So again, it looks for that common word, that big word for us. It says all, right? Meaning we're talking about factors versus multiples. It says find all the common factors of 20 and 24. So it doesn't matter what numbers these are, we need to create a factor rainbow for all of those numbers. All right, so we'll start with 20. Right, we always start with 1, the number itself, so 1 and 20. Okay, after 1, I'm going to check 2, 2 and 10. After 2, I'm going to check 3. 3 does not fit into 20. It'd be 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 7 is 21. After 3, I'm going to check 4. 4 times 5. All right, and after 4, I would check 5. I'm starting to repeat myself. I'm done. Now, the only thing I'm going to do a little differently, and this is why I said you can go above or below, because I'm looking for the common factors of more than one. For the next number, 24, my rainbow is going to be like one of those upside down ones. Now, we did this one yesterday, right? So hopefully you remember a little bit. 1 and 24. After 1, you check 2. 2 times 12. After 2, you check 3. 3 times 8. After 3, you check 4. 4 times 6. After 4, you check 5. That doesn't work. 6, we're repeating ourselves. So here we go. So now that I have my list of all my factors of 20, all my factors of 24, I need to find the ones that they have in common. Listen, don't forget this one. Every single time you're looking for common factors of a number, they at least share one as a common factor. Every single number in the whole entire universe has a factor of 1. So don't forget that 1 is always a common factor. After that, we have 2, right? There's a 3 down here, but no 3 up here. So 3 is not a common factor, the two of them. 4 is a common factor, right? 5, nope. 6, nope. 8, nope. 10, nope. 12, 20, nope. So the common factors are 1, 2, and 4. That's all you're doing with your common factors. There is an important common factor that we're going to talk about in another video. And that would be 4 here. 4 here is called the greatest common factor. Okay, not going to focus too much on it today. Today we're finding all the common factors, but just understand that that is an important factor as we move forward with 6th grade math. If you feel like you know what you're doing, please pause me, do it on your own, and then check when you're done. All you're doing is making factor rainbows of each number and circling the numbers that are on both lists. That's really all that common factors are. All right, so a factor rainbow for 21, 1 and 21. 2 does not work. 3 times 7. And look at me, I'm getting lazy here. My strands. After 3, I'm going to check 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24, jumps right over. 5 is 20, and 25. 6 is 18, and 24. 7, repeating yourself. There's my list for 21. 28, it's 1, and 28. It's even, so I know that 2 works. All right, so if you need to skip count by 2s, how many times? 14 times. All right, after 2, you check 3. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 10 is 30, jumps right over. After 3, we check 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, and there's your factor strand. After 4 is going to be 5, 25, 30. After 5, it's 6. We've got 24 and then 36. And again, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to find a way to count by 6. I know that 6 times 4 is 24. So I don't need to sit there and count all the way up to 24. I can just count that or multiply in my head and then start to skip. Okay, so once you have your list, okay, just a reminder, this is a common mistake people make on this type of problem. They'll do all this work and then that's it. That's like doing a whole bunch of work and then having no answer. You need to then pull out the common factors, right? What are the common factors? 1. 1 is a common factor. Is 2? No, because there's no 2 up here. Is 3? No, there's no 3 down here. Is 4? No, but a 7 is there. All right, so what are the common factors? 1 and 7. And again, just a reminder, what is the greatest common factor? It's 7. And all that means is it's the largest of the common factors. Okay, very good. Last one, maybe? Yes, last one. All right, so again, same idea. If you think you know what you're doing, pause it, do it on your own. Try it out yourself. We're getting to some bigger numbers here. The factor rainbow is very important to make sure that you get all the factors of each number. So we've got 1, 42, it's even, 2, and 21, 3, and don't just go, I don't know about 3, so I'm just not gonna put it. No, actually think about it, 3, all right? 3 times 10 is 30, all right, then it's 33, 36, 39, 42. It actually does land right on 42, okay? So 3 times 10 is 30, so 11 is 33, 12 is 36, 13 is 39, and 14 is 42, right? Just because it's a little more difficult doesn't mean that we can't still do it. Don't get lazy on me, all right? It's still the first one in school. Don't get lazy on me. After 3, we're gonna check 4. All right, well, 4 times 10 is 40, that's easy, and then it's 44, so it doesn't work. How about 5? 5 times 8 is 40, and then 5 times 9 is 45, jumps right over. 6, 6 times 7, it's nice when they're back and forth because the next number will be 7 and we're done. And there's my list. And again, I know for sure that this works. I guarantee a lot of you, if you weren't doing a factor rainbow, would forget 3 and 14. Let's guarantee it, but very easy to not remember 3 and 14 because we're not really good at our 14 timetables. But if you think about it the way that the factor rainbow has you work through the problem, much more likely that you're going to get all the factors. So there's 42. Let's do 56. We have 1, 56, 2, and 28. Does 3 work? Okay, here's a little trick on the number 3. I personally don't want to count by 3s all the way up to 56. So there's divisibility rules for these numbers. Okay, for 3. If you add the digits of a number, 5 plus 3, 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. Is 11 divisible by 3? No. Therefore, 3 does not fit the 56. Little divisibility trick there. After 2, we check 3. Doesn't work. After 3, we're going to check 4. 4. Oh, man. All right. Let's take a look here. 4. I think 4 works. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to just count it up and just kind of hope and pray for the best that we get there. All right. So, 4 times 10 is 40. All right, so it's not that bad. We don't have to count that much. 4 times 10 is 40, and then it's 4 times 11 is 44. 4 times 12 is 48. 4 times 13 is 52, and 4 times 14 is 56. You see that? It's not fun, right? Working on those times tables is not fun, but we can get there, right? Find a way. Find what works best for you. If you've got to sit there and skip count by 4, do it. If you can do, all right, 4 times 10 and then skip count, do it. Find a way to make sure you're getting all the right answers. After 4, we check 5. It doesn't end in a 5 or 0. It doesn't work. After 4, we're going to check 6. I know that 4 times 9 is 54, so it's not going on there. We're all done. After 6, it's going to be 7. 7 times 8 is 56. After 7, it's 8, and we are done. So we're done with our common factors, and we're done with our factor rainbows. We're not done with the common factors. Because this is not an answer. This is just all the work, right? Don't put all the work in and not get credit for it. 1 is a common factor. 2 is a common factor. 7 is a common factor. 14 is a common factor. And that's our list. So it's 1, 2, 7, and 14 are all the common factors. If they ask what's the greatest common factor, it's 14. It's just the greatest of all the common factors. Pretty easy. As long as you're good with factor rainbows, take some time, but in the end, it's really not that bad. Go get them.